Alright, so let's try going directly for multi-ball and see how that goes. You get opportunities with shooting for multi-ball to get fast cast points right off the bat if you can put it in the lock quickly, as you saw there. The lock is a pretty tight, fickle shot though, and it's very common, I think, for people just to never really know where that lock is, and it's clear that I don't know where it is right now either. If you can get dialed in on the lock shot, it can be really worth a lot of points to get through the multi-balls, and we're going to try to get ourselves all the way through to get a super jackpot. But just getting the locks can be a challenge, and there's no guarantee that after the locks have been achieved that you'll get through the rest of the multi-ball and get jackpots. You light a jackpot by shooting Caster's Club again and collect it by the spinner. So what I do at the beginning of a multi-ball is try to get one ball trapped on my left flipper and get rid of the other balls. Why bother? They're coming back and jackpot is lit. Sometimes the ball even bounces into the jackpot. Now, unfortunately, didn't get the bounce in there, but that's pretty sweet when it happens. The only downside really of doing it that way is that the timer is ticking down. I better make that jackpot quick. There we go. That's going to kick this ball back around, and the second jackpot will now be lit. The second jackpot is 30 million. Light the jackpot, same way. Light the jackpot by shooting the Caster's Club. And my goal right now is to get one ball on each flipper. Failing that, I'll at least get one ball with a clean shot there and make the jackpot. Nice! That's two jackpots. The second jackpot is 30. The third jackpot will be 40 million. And let's see if we can make that too. There's a 15-second timer on the jackpot, so there is time to make a ramp shot there and then feed the spinner. Boom! So 40 million jackpots been achieved. All three jackpots light the center drop target for the super jackpot. Oh! And I'll tell you why that was actually a good thing. Because you can make an unlimited number of super jackpots in one multi-ball. That's all. So by waiting, it's going to give me an opportunity to play one full multi-ball for just super jackpots. And now I got Monster Fish. But come on, Monster Fish is only 20 million. That's what, 1/5 of a super jackpot? Compared to what I'm doing right now, that shot is worth 25 million because I'm 1/4 of the way to a super. So forget Monster Fish. If you got super jackpots ready, it's just not worth even bothering Monster Fish. Oh, all right, Monster Fish. But seriously, if you're looking at point efficiency and what things are worth, if you're anywhere near super jackpots, you really need to just abandon everything else in the game and go for it. The super jackpots are worth a ton of points. And hopefully I haven't blown this up by failing to collect them. All I have to do is get back in a multi-ball and the super will be ready to go. So let's see, 3 locks to go. There's one. There's not 2. Why am I saying that without actually shooting it? Oh, and by the way, I'm not gonna directly shoot for the supers. I'm gonna light the long casts first. The long cast you get by shooting the right loop, and that advances the captive ball. So that when I do collect super jackpots, I want all the awards that go with it. So I'm not just collecting. I'm not only collecting 100 million a shot. And actually, there's one big award here. The last award is instant multi-ball. So my ideal here is to get into this multi-ball, crank out 5 super jackpots. The 5th super jackpot will start the multi-ball all over again. Of course, this implies that I actually get into the multi-ball and don't mess it up. So let's get that block going. Oh! It's, of course, very important at this point not to think about the value of what you're shooting for, because it instantly becomes more difficult. And maybe that's what I'm doing here, because I'm not making the shots as cleanly as I was before they were worth 100 million. Okay, so now the captive ball is fully loaded. And, oh, a nasty, nasty bounce there off of the return lane on the right. And that puts me in a tough situation because I've only got 1 lock. Need to get 2 more locks. on this ball, or else. So in these situations, these sort of third ball down by a billion, no fear situations, just concentrate on the single shots. Say, I wish I could make that lock shot. Get a trap. Don't think about it. Think about some other thing, and then plug the shot. Or another way to do it is say, boy, I only need 3 more locks to light multi-ball. Somehow the first lock is much easier than the third lock. So if you think the first lock is what you're making right there, it's fine. All right, let's crank it. Captive ball is 100 million. There is no limit to how many times that captive ball will be worth 100 million. So let's make that more than once. And 1 is nice. 2 is better. Oh, and of course it only counts if it goes all the way to the top. So let's try to make sure it goes all the way to the top. That's 2. Oh, very disappointing. That is very disappointing. So only 2, but it does give me a chance to shoot torpedoes at water skiers instead of collecting 100 million shots. Very disappointing multi-ball there. Usually I can sit on that and get, missed a boat or 2. That's even worse than missing the 100 millions. In this video mode, you can use the flippers to fire. Your goal is to just hit things. The ones on the back are worth more points. You get a bonus if you can complete at least 15 out of 20, and you get a bigger bonus if you can get all 20. But we're not done yet, because if we can get back into multi-ball, all of the jackpots will be worth double what they were worth before. So instead of the first jackpot being 20 million, the first jackpot will be worth 40 million. And that also applies to super jackpots. So if by some miracle I can get all the way back around to super again, you're going to see supers worth 200 million instead of 100 million. I really don't find that very likely here, but it sure would be nice. But of course, it even further tilts the game away from shooting for boat or fish and shooting directly for multi-ball. And now, even the first jackpot in tropical fishing is 40 million. And we played this one pretty well to can that jackpot, the 40 million jackpot, as efficiently as possible. Getting clean shots is key. That was a poorly played shot there. Deb, give me a ball. Give me a ball back. Yeah, there we go. Get in. Nope. Some great music, by the way. Just Chris Granner did a fantastic job with this game. Each of the jackpots has its own song and its own little ditty for the jackpot is lit. Second jackpot, 60 million. We'll see if we can crank out an 80 here for the third jackpot. Get me that ball on the right flipper, please. Nope. Give me that ball on the right, please. Nope, come on. Fudge. All right, the third jackpot is lit, and this should make things very interesting if I can catch this in. Because it would mean that the 200 million supers would be ready to go. Oh, one warning. Oh, and I lost the ball there on a dumb play. Oof. Well, you did see a good game. You did see me get through the supers, at least the first level. It's a little disappointing overall to me as far as what it could have been, but even the bonus hold music, though, it's great stuff. Thank you, Chris Granner, for a terrific experience. I had a wonderful time playing Fishtails all throughout college when it first came out. Even the high score tune, which is a unique tune that you never hear any other time. Just great stuff in this game. And I hope you had a good experience watching this. Get out there, play Fishtails if you can find it. It's an awesome game. And go play more pinball. Take care.